Welcome back, dear students, to Standard 6th subject Mathematics, Chapter 18 Three-Dimensional Shapes. Myself, Miss Komal Narute. Students, let's see the learning objectives of this module. In this module, you will be learning about what is the three-dimensional object, what is rectangular prism, triangular prism, cubes, cylinders, cone, sphere, and questions related to it. So let's get started. What is three-dimensional objects? Three-dimensional objects are objects whose length, width, and height can be seen, felt, or measured. So here you can see some examples of three-dimensional objects. Books, glasses, and tables are some three-dimensional objects. So, shapes which can be measured in the three directions are called three-dimensional shapes. So, these shapes are called solid, length, width, and height, or the depth of or thickness, we can say, are the three measurements of the three-dimensional shapes. These are the part of the three-dimensional geometry. They are different from 2D shapes because they have thickness. So, several examples can be found in our everyday life of three-dimensional objects. So, see here examples of 3D shapes. So, here cuboid, cube, cylinder, sphere, pyramid, cone. These all are the examples of three-dimensional objects. So, here first we will see rectangular prism. So, here rectangular prism, all the faces of a cuboid are rectangular and its opposite faces are identical or congruent. Here you can see the faces, all the faces of this cuboid are rectangular and its opposite faces are congruent or identical each other. The cuboid is also a quadrangular prism. So, how many edges does the cuboid have? How many vertices does it have? And how many faces does it have? So that we have to find out. So let's see. So in the figure here you can see point A and B are the two of the 8 vertices. So segment AB and segment AP are the names of the two edges, and ABCD is the name of one face. So a cuboid has 12 edges, 8 vertices, and 6 faces. So a cuboid has 12 edges, 8 vertices, and 6 faces. So there is a dice in the figure alongside. What difference do you see in the shape of the dice and that of the cuboid? That you have to tell us. Now we will see cubes. So here, when all the faces of a quadrangular prism are equal, square is called a cube. So when all the faces of a quadrangular prisms are equal squares, so that we call as a cube. So here you can see the figure of cube. So how many faces does a cube have? How many edges does a one cube have? And how many vertices does a cube have? So that we have to find out. Now let's see. So here you can see this is your vertex, this is face, and this is edges. So now you have to count. So here you can see, so it has 6 faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges. Now we will see what is triangular prism. So in this figure you can see a triangular prism. So a triangular prism is a three-sided prism. It is a polyhedron made up of a triangular base, a translated copy and the three faces joining corresponding sides. So that we call as a triangular prism. So in this figure you can see the triangular prism. So this is net means two-dimensional figure and this one is the three-dimensional figure. So such figure we call as a triangular prism. So now we have to see how many edges, how many vertices and how many faces does a triangular prism have. So here you can see in this figure. So it has 5 faces, 9 edges and 6 vertices. So here you can see a triangular prism has 9 edges, 6 vertices and 5 faces. So students, you must have seen a tall box with a circular base. So that box we called as a cylinder. So here in this figure you can see cylinder. A tin like this is familiar example of a cylinder. Here you can see the picture of cylinder. So if the tin in a closed, it is a closed cylinder. A closed cylinder has two flat circular faces and one curved face. So the cylinder has two circular edge and no vertex. Cylinder don't have any vertex. Now you know that the top and the bottom faces of a prisms are identical. Yes, and the other faces of a triangular, quadrangular, etc. So the prisms are rectangular. The standing faces of the pyramid are triangular and the name of the prism of or the pyramid depends on the shape of its base. Now we will learn about cones. So here you are familiar with these examples of cones. So you can see two of them in this picture below. So first one you can see here. So this cone has been closed after filling it with ice cream. Yes, so it is circular top is closed. Its circular top is closed. Yes, and the second one you can see this is a clown's cap. So the circular base of this cap is not closed. Now we will see parts of cones. So here the tip of the cone is called its apex. A cone that is closed by the flat disc has one curved face, one circular fat face and one circular edge. An open cone has a curved face and a circular edge but no flat face. Now we will see what is spheres. So in this picture you can see the shape of a laddu, a ball, a shot put is called a sphere. The sphere has just one curved face. So in this pictures you can see sphere has just one curved face. It does not have any vertices or edges. Sphere don't have any vertices or edges. Students, now we will discuss practice set 41. Question number 1. Write the number of faces, edges and vertices of each shape in the table. So here you can see in this table you have to write the number of faces, edges and vertices of all these shapes. So first is cylinder. Here you can see, for that we have to write how many faces are there, how many vertices are there and how many edges are there. Second one is cone, then third one is pentagonal pyramid, fourth one is hexagonal pyramid, fifth one is hexagonal prism and the sixth one is pentagonal prism. So for that we have to write how many faces, how many vertices and how many edges that each shape has. So let's see solution. So here you can see cylinder. So here the faces of cylinder, there are total 3 faces. So 2 flat faces and 1 curved face. So cylinder has total 3 faces. There 2 are the flats and 1 is curved face. Cylinder don't have any vertices and they have 2 edges, that are the circular edges. Here you can see. So there are 3 faces, 0 vertices and 2 edges. Cylinder has 3 faces, 0 vertices and 2 edges. So now next is cone. So here you can see. So cone has 2 faces, one is flat and one is curved. 1 vertices, here you can see, and 1 edges. So cone has 2 faces, 1 vertices and 1 edges. Now we will talk about pentagonal pyramid. So here you can see the pentagonal pyramid. So pentagonal pyramid have 6 faces. So here you can see 5 triangular or triangles, 5 triangles are there and 1 is pentagonal. So total 6 faces are there. Then vertices, pentagonal pyramid has 6 vertices and total there are 10 edges. So pentagonal pyramid has 6 faces, 6 vertices and 10 edges. Now fourth one is hexagonal pyramid. So here you can see the hexagonal pyramid. So hexagonal pyramid has 7 faces. So 6 triangles and 1 hexagonal. So total 7 faces. Hexagonal pyramid has 7 vertices and 12 edges. So hexagonal pyramid has 7 faces, 7 vertices and 12 edges. Now we will talk about hexagonal prism. So here you can see the hexagonal prism. So hexagonal prism has 8 faces. So 6 rectangle faces and 2 hexagonal faces are there. Then 12 vertices and 18 edges. So hexagonal faces have 6 faces. Hexagonal prism have 6 faces, 12 vertices and 18 edges total. Now we will talk about pentagonal prism. So here you can see the picture of pentagonal prism. So here you can see pentagonal prism have 7 faces. There are 5 rectangles and 2 pentagonal faces. So here pentagonal prism have 10 vertices and 15 edges. So total you can see it, pentagonal prism have 7 faces, 10 vertices and 15 edges. So like this table we have completed here. So students, here we completed with chapter number 18, three-dimensional shapes. Thank you dear students.